Do you want to know the best places to go boating on the weekend in Southwest Florida or during the week?
Any day of the week.
Check it out. What are your favorite things to do on the weekend with your family when living in Southwest Florida?
Something usually to do with on the boat, or just go and go to the restaurants that are waterfront dining. A lot of that. But lately that it's been colder and windy, we haven't done that as much.
What kind of restaurants do you like to pull up to by boat? Boathouse on 31.
Yeah, I go there every now and then. There's even the one downtown, we go there by the boat.
Oxbow?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can go there. You can pull up right there. We pulled up the other day. If you go down the river in LaBelle, there's the launch. They just opened that one. They have the nice tiki thing outside.
Over by Cape Coral, and all of those little islands, there's a ton of great little restaurants you can pull up to. Rum Runners, where the lock is in Cape Coral. When you go out on the weekend on your boat, you can go up the Caloosahatchee River, which is an intracoastal waterway, and you can go all the way over to Palm Beach through it. Or you can go down the river and go around to Sanibel, Captiva, Fort Myers Beach, go to all the little, islands.
Oh, we forgot the other one, Cabbage Key.
Yeah, Cabbage Key. And if you're into fishing, you can charter and go out deep sea fishing, tarpon, or you can stay in the river and do back bay, shallow boat fishing.
The flats.
Or if you're like me, I just like to suntan and relax and not do anything and have
Fishing's
someone else ride the boat.
exciting when you're catching something.
Yeah.
Or you can go out to Naples we like to put in over there where past the botanical gardens. There's a little park there, boat docks, and you go out to Key Wading Island, and then they have those little boats that sell food and stuff.
Okay.
Or you can take a grill and do your own grilling.
That's cool. Like little boats that sell food.
Yeah, they have one boat that
to.
sells drinks, one boat that sells ice cream, and then they had one boat that they had really good burgers. They were they're there. They used to never miss a day, but now they're not always, the burgers weren't always there the last time.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, that's my favorite to do.
Yeah.
But that's all day thing.
That reminds me of a lot of people that are moving to Southwest Florida that like to boat. One of the questions we always ask first is okay, what kind of boating do you like to do and what size boat do you have? Because there's different areas, different regions within Southwest Florida where you can have different size boats, right?
Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a second. In Cape Coral, you have a lot of canals. You have more canals in Cape Coral than any place in the world, even more than Venice, Italy. But not all of the canals go somewhere. Some of them are freshwater, and some are saltwater. And they dredged the canals, and I say they, it was the Army Corps of Engineer, back in the 1960s. They dredged all of those canals and brought in fill and dredged those and used that fill in order to raise the elevation of Cape Coral so that it could be built upon. So some of them, that's great for a vacation rental in the center of Cape Coral where you're out of a flood zone and you can have this cool vibe with a tiki bar and go out on a little boat, and you don't have to go out to the Gulf. You can just putz around in the freshwater canals.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, and there's some benefits to that, to not being on the saltwater. Then in Fort Myers, there's some amazing communities in Fort Myers that have really deep access and wide, deep canals where you can have, there's 90-foot
sailboat.
Yeah. And then when you go down into Naples, of course, the further that you go south, the clearer that the water is because you're not close to the Caloosahatchee River where you have the mixture of the waters.
Water, yeah.
But in between, you have Bonita Springs and Estero and the Imperial River. But the limitation to being a boater and living in the Bonita Springs area and living Gulf access is that most of those canals are not deep enough to where you can have a vessel that's much more than about 35 feet. And so if you have a boat that's under 35 feet, you can pretty much be anywhere that you want. But beyond that, then you need to look into more of the islands or Fort Myers or Naples. Have you ever hit a sandbar with your boat?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, one time we were boating and then all of a sudden we hit a stop and I thought something funny because I saw this bird standing up on the water. And then my friend said, wow, this boat has really good brakes. And I said, the boat don't have no brakes, girl. So we all had to get out and push the boat outside. And it was so funny, but she's like, oh, I thought it had really good
Had really good margaritas.
But I knew something was off as soon as I seen that bird was standing on the water.
What else should we talk about? Oh, boat parades. Yes, at Christmas time, everyone puts Christmas decorations on their boats and they go around in a boat parade. Do they do it more than just Christmas? We do 4th of July? Do they have that?
I think they do have 4th of July.
Yeah, and there's boat parades. I mean, people do golf cart parades too, where they put Christmas lights on their
yeah,
golf.
they do.
But that's one of the cool things to do. And when you live along those canals, you can like stay home and watch the boat parade, or otherwise you go over to someone's house or you go to a public area.
That's a lot in Cape Coral.
Yeah, along those main canals.
They just have fun outside watching, hanging out,
Right.
watching all the boats go by.
On the boat.
They do go in the different canals right there.
Yeah, they have a path that they go through. So there's also communities where you can go kayaking. Have you done kayaking here?
Yeah, but I really prefer a boat with a motor.
Yeah.
I just, it's not really for me. I've
Yeah.
done it. We did where's that? In the Imperial River, and the little paddle boarding.
Yeah. I used to have a paddleboard, like
You
a
did?
blow-up paddleboard with a pump and
those are
take it out.
cool,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good workout, but it's like, to me, that's not relaxing. Some people probably find it relaxing.
Yeah. You can sit out there and do yoga on your paddleboard.
Yeah.
Jet skiing?
Oh, river only. Because I jet skied over there by Fort Myers Beach, and it's not.
Yeah. That can be bumpy.
Yeah.
I used to jet ski every single Saturday when in my 20s. We'd go out there, and my friend Kelly had 2 jet skis, and she was in my complex, and she'd load them up on her trailer and take them down to the beach and go to the
Downhill?
cottage. Yeah, those were the days.
Not a worry.
Nope, go to the beach on Saturday and do your laundry on Sunday. And then go back to work Monday through Friday.
Boat races.
Where are boat races at?
They have some by Fort Myers Beach, and then they have them on the river.
Are they like legal, sanctioned boat races, or are they just like,
Yeah, they announce them.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Water skiing on the river is a lot of fun. I have clients that
I couldn't stand
they're
up.
avid water skiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I blame it on the person driving. Because they got to get you off, and I couldn't stand up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom used to water ski, and my
Oh, she
grandpa
did?
would joke. She had 1 water ski, and he said, when she gets good enough, I'm going to buy her a 2nd water ski.
But you can do it with one.
Because it's harder with 1. So that was the joke. Tubing.
Oh, yeah. We do that. We used to do that. I feel like those are things you do a lot on the river.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's so many cool places to live on the river, from Fort Myers, Cape Coral, North Fort Myers, Alva, LaBelle, all of those areas.
Oh, rope swings.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a funny story about that.
What?
I think it was Labor Day. There's this rope swing that everybody stops at over there leaving LaBelle. And we took a group of friends out. They had family down. So they had never been out there. And then we took one of our friends. Everybody was going. I quit because I was already over 30. So I didn't go on the rope swing because I'm like, oh, can't risk it. I got to go to work.
Yeah.
So, so he went. He felt like his leg hit the, when he landed. And he's like, oh, so we rode around with him like the whole rest of the afternoon. Turns to find out his leg was broken. Isn't that crazy?
Huh.
Like we were like, oh, we're all just having a good time.
And it just started
and he's
swelling
like,
up.
Oh, it hurts,
Was he drinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
But everybody's like, oh, he'll be all right. Yeah, he's fine. We're like, nah, it's not a big deal.
And you're a nurse, so.
Yeah, then next thing you know, oh, he went and got an x-ray. It really was broken.
Swing at your own risk. You were wise not to do it.
Yeah.
There's also some places, some communities where they're built on former rock quarries. So you have these huge, expansive lakes, and you can have boats on there, like at
It's
Miramar
like a beach in
Lakes
there.
Beach and Golf Club. Yeah, it's
it
on
looks-
Lake Como.
yeah.
They have boats that you can rent. All right, so that's our favorite places to go boating on the weekends in Southwest Florida. 59 degrees in Florida in February. Brr.